Thanks a lot to be there with us today. If you want to study in a business school in France, you're at the right place. Today we're going to discover Brest Business School, BBS, a grande école of management focused on e-learning, apprenticeship and international relations, which opens the path to success to all learners. This live session will highlight the bachelor's and master's program and the student life. And today to talk about Brest Business School and make you discover the school, I'm really pleased to welcome Marianne Le Squeren, International Relations Manager. Hi, Maria.
Hi.
Marianne.
Good afternoon.
Thanks a lot to be there with us. And we're also with a student here at Paris ECA. Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You're the student at the Bachelor and you're going to introduce yourself in a few seconds. And just with us, but at Brest, I'm really pleased to welcome Michael Collin, International Recruitment Manager, I assume. Hi, Michael.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thanks a lot to be there with us. And just next to you is Kavya, which is a student of the master program. Hi, Kavya.
Hi.
Thanks to the four of you to be there with us today, live from Paris and Brest. That's really exciting. First of all, what could be really interesting is that you all introduce yourself in few words. Let's start with you, Marianne.
Hi, good afternoon, Guillaume. My name is Marianne Le Squeren, so I work in the International Relations Department at Brest Business School, BBS, and I closely look after international recruitment, so international student recruitment, like my colleague Michael.
Eka, same question for you. Can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Well, my name is Noviani Eka. People call me Eka. I'm originally from Indonesia, so far away, of course. And I'm student of Bachelor International of Management of first year.
Same question for you, Michael. Can you introduce yourself in few words?
Hi, I'm Michael Collin. I work with Marianne Squeren at the international office and do recruitment on the Asian continent and the African continent.
And Kavya, can you introduce yourself and tell us where you're from?
Hi, I'm Kavya. I'm from India. And I'm studying in program Grande École.
Marianne, can you introduce Brest Business School in few words and tell us what is this school and what we can study there?
In a few words, so Brest Business School is a grande école of management, what we call grande école because we're a member of the Conférence des Grandes Écoles, as we say it in French. The school has been created in 1962, so it's been there for quite a long time now. We're very much integrated into the economical world in Brest, locally, regionally, but also internationally. We offer several types of programs, bachelor programs, master programs, in French and in English, but today we're going to talk about the programs taught in English.
And we're going to know more in a few seconds about the programs, the bachelor and master program. But before that, let's watch a little trailer to know more about the school, and we will be back just after that.
Hi everyone, I'm Mazhar. I'm from India. I'm taking my Masters in International Business program here. Looking for an international business degree with a multicultural environment, then look no more. Come to Brest Business School.
こんにちは、高橋浩二です。ブレストビジネススクールでは英語とフランス語とビジネスを学ぶ最高の環境が揃っていると思います。ぜひブレストビジネススクールに来てください。ありがとうございます。
我在国内的专业是国际经济与贸易，因为学校和布雷斯特高等商学院有交换项目，所以我很荣幸的来到这里，然后学习国际商务管理。欢迎大家来到布雷斯特高等商学院。
Je suis ancien diplômé de Brest Business School en 2015. Aujourd'hui, je suis accompagné par l'incubateur Produit en Bretagne Brest Business School, où j'ai créé ma start-up qui s'appelle Penarbox.
Je suis en IUT technique de commercialisation à Laval et je recherche dans une école de commerce l'ouverture à l'international et pouvoir construire mon projet professionnel.
Di sini kalian semua bisa bertemu dan sharing dengan para student internasional, dan di sini kita semua bekerja sebagai pelajar dengan international business material. Jadi come datang ke sini dan follow us.
Je viens de Ploirzel, je suis en première année de programme grande école et je suis venu ici parce que j'ai la chance d'avoir une grande école à côté de chez moi.
Je suis en première année de programme grandes écoles ici à Brest Business School. Si toi aussi tu as envie de découvrir une école de commerce professionnalisante, rejoins-nous.
大家好，我的名字叫 Vanessa 曹，我来自于上海，毕业于复旦大学 MTA 项目，于2015年9月份来布雷斯特进行 MIV Master Degree 项目学习。今天是来参加毕业仪式的。来参加之前，我已于苏州万豪酒店就职于 Event Director 这个职位。今天非常高兴可以来到这里。
So I think that it's a cool way to discover both the school and the different types of students or different nationalities you can have on campus. My new question is really obvious, but I think you will have some stuff to say about that. Where is the school located?
The school is located in Brest.
And where is it?
Brest is in Brittany, a region at the western part of France. So it's a harbour, a military, marina, very nice city, a medium-sized town, as many towns in France, about 200,000 inhabitants and about 30,000 students overall within the city.
And what are the different bachelors available for students?
Well, we do offer 2 bachelor's degrees within the school. One is taught in French, so I won't talk about it today. And the other one is taught entirely in English. It's the Bachelor in International Management, and that's the program Eka is following. So she's going to be able to talk about it more later. This program is a 3-year-long program, totally taught in English, as I said, so very international. You have a very international student population within the program. And the assets of the program are very clear, because first you can have a totally English taught program in France. Then you can have a double degree opportunity in the final year of the program, so at least 1 year abroad, maybe a year and a half abroad. So that's very international as well, a good opportunity. And the third one is that it's a very general program, so you can continue your studies afterwards. With a master's program, either at BBS, internationally or elsewhere. So it's a very general program available for students who have an equivalent of a baccalaureate level. So we're very strict on that. With business management courses during the first year, and then more specific international business courses in second and third year.
So that's for the bachelor's program. What are the different masters that you offer?
We offer 3 different master's programs. We have what we call Programme Grande École, which is PGE, as we say in French. So that's the Master in Management. We offer it in French and in English. We have an MSc, Master in International Business. And we also have specialized masters, but they're taught in French. So again, I won't talk about those masters today. I will focus on the 2 masters we have in English, the Master in Management and the MSc in International Business.
And Eka, why did you choose to study in this Bachelor in Management? What were you interested in when you joined the program?
Well, actually, it's because that they propose really full English courses, and Brest Business School has a lot of partners, and I'm really interested to go in China for my second semester of second year, and also the double degree that interests me a lot, of course,
And what is the English level that you require to apply to the different bachelor and master?
We are requiring a B2 level. So that's the European framework, language framework. So B2 is really the minimum. I would say in English and French, if you want to study in French. We do offer language classes within the programs, of course. French for non-French speakers, English, and we also offer Chinese language in the Bachelor in International Management. That's part of the program.
And we're going to focus now about pedagogy and to talk more about the pedagogy of the different programs. For the bachelor first, Bachelor in Management, what are the different classes, courses that you can study?
Well, as I said, the first year is going to be very, the basics of business and management. So economics, finance, marketing, really the basis. And then in the second year, we're going to focus on international, all those business and management modules, but on an international side. And then during the third year, students will be able to do, as I said, a double degree in one of our partner university. So it's really gradually that they're going to be more focused into business and management modules. We are looking at, we're a small school, but for us, it's an advantage of being small because it really gives us the opportunity to be close to the students, to really follow them from the beginning to the end, and really give them all the opportunities to build their pathway, build their CVs from year 1 to year 3 or year 5 if they do masters with us.
And what are the different specializations offered to the students in bachelor?
Well, the bachelor, they will be able to choose a minor in the last year. Could be, for example, sustainable development, could be logistics, could be sport management, those type of areas which are not that really common in business school. That could be a minor, and then the major will remain international management.
Okay, and do you already know what you're going to study? In which year are you?
Well, actually, because of my first year, I'm still discovering, but I'm really interested to do in logistics and
and
import.
What were the different courses that you had during this first year, the subjects you study?
The difference between
the different courses you had, like history or management or math. What is the program of your bachelor?
So there are a lot of things. Well, we learn about introduction of economic, and there is also accounting and data analysis. There are a lot of things actually that we need to know and discover about company, but this is really basics actually because it's first year.
And what was your favorite class?
My favorite one, good question actually. Accounting. Who doesn't like money? But it's actually really challenging for me because when you play with numbers, then I'm so confused actually how to, not confused, but when it triggers you to find the answer. And the other course that interests me a lot, that I love the most, is also human resources. Yeah, it's really interesting to know how people, when the human resource in the company, how actually we can get into the company actually and stuff.
Let's focus now on the master programs. What are the different courses and specialization offered in the masters?
Okay, I'm going to focus on the Master in Management first, which is our Programme Grande École, so the main master program of the school, which is taught in French and in English. One very, very good opportunity within this program is what we call apprenticeship in France. It's a very French system that allows a student to work in a company, meanwhile being a student, continuing learning the modules at school, but putting them into practice into a company. Kavya will talk about apprenticeship later on. So that's a major opportunity within this program at the Master 1 and Master 2, so last 2 years of the program. The courses are, again, management, obviously, but we will consider that students have studied a little bit about management before. So we're going to go back through those modules in the first year, and then they'll be able to choose a major in their final year. So supply chain management, finance, auditing. We're very much specialized within the school in accounting, actually, so it's nice that you're interested in that. And also supply chain, but they can also have marketing as a specialization, human resources, and I think that's all. One thing that is very interesting in the master program is that we try to find a right balance between theoretical and practical modules, because we're not a university, we're a business school, and that's what students are looking for when they come to us. They are looking for the practical side of things and putting what they learn at school into practice. So group projects, obviously, entrepreneurial projects, obviously. That's something that we are going to be offering to students at the master level.
And how would you describe more precisely maybe the pedagogy of both bachelor and master? I talked about the digitalization that you offer for some of your classes. Is it maybe one key of the pedagogy?
Yeah, we do focus, as you mentioned in the introduction, thank you for mentioning it, we do focus on three main areas. Digitalization is one of them. During the crisis, we've been able, for example, to have all our classes online for all of our students. We never stopped, so that's a very good thing. That was a very good try for us. So we are, at the moment, we are digitalizing all of our programs. Our specialized master's programs are being digitalized. Our bachelor's degree also. We need to start somewhere, so we have started with our bachelor in French, but the next step would be the bachelor in English, obviously, and then our master program. So it's true that it's very much present within the program, especially with the current context. So yeah, it's part of the DNA of the school.
And what is the balance between theoretical and practical courses?
Well, I would say half-half, in a way that obviously during the first year you need to be a little bit more focused on theoretical courses because you need to go back through the bases of business modules, and then when you go deeper into the program at the more higher level, master M1, M2, then you become more practical, more obviously group works. We have in the second year of the program we have two major group works, entrepreneurial group works in semester 1 and in semester 2. So that's a very big part of the program. And then during the third year of the program, when students will be able to choose their specialization, we'll have more professional experts, coaches who will come and actually teach students. So we don't have, so that they have both theoretical approach and a very technical professional approach.
Eka, for instance, can you describe one of the projects you had to do during your first year of study?
The marketing mix, we had a group project about that. So marketing mix, we discussed about how, for example, the company market their products, like for the place, products, price, and also the promotion, how they do it. And we need to present it in front of the class, and we also learn a lot how the company would, how can I say, it will actually teach us for making our future company if you want to be a businessman, of course, or businesswoman.
So that was for you really, really interesting.
It's kind of interesting, of course, yeah.
We're now going to focus on the student life, and to do that we're going to watch first a little trailer called Brest Vue du Ciel, from the sky, and then we will have an interview with Michael and Kavya, and we will be back at Paris and Brest just after that.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Colin. I work at the international office. I'm here this afternoon with Kavya.
I am Kavya Rora. I'm from India, and it has been 5 years I'm in Brest, and I'm currently studying in master's second year.
Kavya, why did you choose to study at Brest Business School?
I chose to study at Brest Business School because the course was very interesting, and I came in the bachelor's course, so the people were very active and they really helped me go through all the procedures.
What do you prefer about being a student at Brest Business School?
I prefer the interaction, the communication we have between the teachers and the students. If we have any problem, we can directly approach to the teachers because they work here permanently, so it's easy to address them. If we have any problem, we just have to take an appointment, which is very, very easy.
How is the student life in Brest?
The student life in Brest is quite happening. There are a lot of things we can do. There are different associations here in the school itself. There is BDO, who looks after all the sports and other activities, but there is also International Student Association, who looks after the international students.
How much does it cost approximately to live in Brest?
It costs approximately 615 euros per month, but it also depends on the place you want to take your house, because your house can be cheaper and it can cost you very less, but it depends on how you want to live.
Do you get any financial aid from the government?
Yes, we do get CAF, which is the financial aid for the housing.
Do you do any sports here in Brest?
Yes, I do swimming, and I do also dancing classes, because that's what my passion is, but there are different sports here.
Was your integration in the city and in school easy?
Yes, it was easy because of the help of school. As like on my first day when I came, there was this buddy system, so the students who were already studying here in Brest Business School gave us help. Like each student were assigned with one student, so it was easy. They helped us to locate different places, to buy food, and to be easy in the school.
Did you have any fears before coming to France, and how were your first days here?
Yes, I did have some fears, like how it is going to be. I'm going to live alone, how things are going to be. Will I be able to find nice people? How I'm going to communicate? So there were like a lot of fears, but after coming to Brest Business School, as I said, they were people who came, who helped me with the administrative work. They were telling, this is good, this is the way it should be done. So I did not have much problems during my first days, and then eventually I got adapted to the environment here.
I got one final question. Since you've been here for over 5 years, do you have any advice to give to students who wish to study in France?
There is only one advice I think is there, that for example, for me, Brest is a small city which is very peaceful for me, and compared to the other loud cities, and the school is also human size, which is one of the good things I find. And so I would just say that as BBS is also offering French courses, so when you're coming to France, it's an opportunity to learn French as well. So that's what I would say, that we can seize this opportunity because the courses here are in English. French students are willing to help you. The teachers and courses, everyone is willing to help. So it's a good opportunity for people who don't speak French or who would love to learn the language.
Very well. What are your plans for next year after graduation?
Currently, I'm working in the company ZF Autocruise in France. So I wish to continue with them for the long time.
Thank you very much, Kavya.
You're welcome.
Back to Campus France Live. Thanks a lot to be there with us. We're still talking about Brest Business School, and we're now talking about the admission process. If you still have questions, feel free to ask them on the chat section. The different teams of Brest Business School are going to answer them during this live session, and we're going to talk about admission with you, Michael. Can you tell us in a few words what are the different steps to apply to the bachelor first?
All of you to BBS campus. in these beautiful amphitheaters. I will talk to you quickly about the admission at BBS. If you're wishing to be a future student at BBS, please pay attention to the next steps. It's pretty simple. We do have an online platform where you need to register, create an account. Then you will need to upload all the required documents, which are your passports, your photo ID, your previous diploma. So if you are applying for a bachelor degree, you will need to upload your high school grades as well as your high school degree. If you're applying for a master program, you will need to upload your bachelor diploma or higher, and you will need to upload all your bachelor undergraduate transcript of grades. Then once you have uploaded all the required documents, you will need to make a €100 admission fees. Okay? Then we will contact you to schedule your Skype interview. The Skype interview is run by professors. During this interview, we will be actually testing your motivation to why you want to study in France, and particularly why you want to study in BBS. We'll be also asking you the questions is, what is your personal project, and what are your plans after studying and graduating at BBS? You also will go through an online English test. You do not need to provide any IELTS or any TOEFL test since we do have our own English online test. Upon completion of all the testing, which is the online English test and the admission interview, you will get your admission result within 1 week. Okay, we do accept application until mid-August or September 2021 intake. What kind of candidate are we looking for? As I mentioned to you, we are Grande École, School of Management for all learners. We are looking for any type of students. We want our students to be open-minded and have empathy, but we also want them to look for new challenges. We are looking for students with strong motivation, with specific professional project in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot for all these details. Eka, you just followed all this procedure. What would be your advice in order to succeed in the admission form for the bachelor?
To be prepared, of course.
And how did you prepare?
Well, because actually school, they interviewed me. Of course, I prepared for the interview. I just try to be me as well, and just that, I guess. There is nothing really difficult to follow.
Michael, can you tell us a few words for the master program admission? Is it the same as bachelor, or is there some specificities?
It's pretty much the same. There is no specificity. We still go through a motivation interview and an online English test. There is no English test for the Master of Sciences in International.
And Kavya, how did your admission process for the master go? What would be your advice? How did you prepare for these different tests?
For me, as I was a student in bachelor's in Brest Business School, so for me getting into the master's was not too difficult because I still followed the same procedure as Michael told. I paid the fees, I redid all the tests, but it was not hard because I was already a part of the Brest Business School. And for my master's, as I was studying here, in the third year of bachelor's, I started looking for an apprenticeship. And by the first year of my master's, I was already working in ZF Auto Cruise in Brest as well as an apprentice. And my experience in apprenticeship was nice because we spent 2/3 of our time in the company and 1/3 of our time studying in the school. So during this time, I I learned all the theoretical part as in the school, and I applied them in my work, which I was doing in my everyday life. Because I was only here 2 weeks out of the whole time, so it was very easy to adapt those ideas what we learned in the work time, because of the projects we did a entrepreneurial project in the first year of masters, which was quite interesting as well, because we took a real problem of the company, and we tried to solve that problem in the company.
And isn't it too complicated to be both a student and both a worker, would I say, and to work at the same time? How do you conjugate this two kind of life?
It is difficult because we try to manage. We have to manage our projects, our school daily life, as well as we have to manage our work life. But by the time you get adjusted to it, because you get used to the life. But in the beginning, it was quite hectic because I was not used to the professional life. But it was not that hard, because in BBS also we work. It is more like we are working only because of our projects, our group works. So which is why it was not hard to learn how to balance both.
And is it important, Michael, to have a clear and precise professional project, or is it possible to join the school without knowing what we want to do after the bachelor or after the master?
I personally when I joined Brest Business School, I did not have a professional project in the mind. But by the end of the bachelor's third year, I had an idea in which field I want to go and what I want to do. So currently I am doing my major in export supply chain. So now I know where is my field, where I want to go. But in the beginning, when I started, I did not have a professional project. But the school, the teachers helped me build this project.
I assume it's a case of most of the students, when they arrive in bachelor, they don't really know what they want to do after.
Yes, I think yes, because most of my classmates did not have a proper professional projects, but there were some who already had in their mind what they are going to do. But yeah, it is the case of mostly bachelor students wherein they want to explore each and every field they want to go in. So with the help of all the projects and with the help of all the modules that we have, which are in general, it helps us to clarify where we want to go. And with the conferences we have professionals that come here and they explain what they do. We can assist these conferences, which also helps you to build up your mind that you want to be like that person, or you want to continue in that field or not.
Thanks a lot, Kavya. We're now going to talk about the professional world and the link with the international world. Marianne, how many internships is it possible to do first during the bachelor and then during the master?
Well, actually, it's possible to do internship at every year of every program. So in first, second, and third year of the bachelor, students can do internship between 3 to 4 months every year, and at the master level, the same. So we try to really focus on professional experience at every level.
And how do you help them to find internship opportunities?
Well, we have a corporate relation department within the school, like the international relation department. We have corporate relation that going to help students in finding companies for their internship, for their apprenticeship, for their jobs, for the alumni, for example. And we also obviously work before that with students by helping them how to build their CV, work on their cover letter, know a little bit about the area they want to work in, what kind of companies, what type of missions, job descriptions, etc. So we're going to really join the students and really focus on that during the whole period of time when they're going to be staying with us during first year and second and third year of the bachelor and master's degree.
Eka, do you already know what you are going to do for internships, or did you already have the opportunity to do an internship?
Oh, not yet for this year, but I have project for after my school, of course.
And what do you want to do?
Oh, well, this is the question that I'm waiting for. I was thinking to do logistics, export-import in a company, especially in Borneo. There are, especially in Indonesia, actually, there are like a lot of coal company, and I really want to work with them.
And let's talk now about the link with the international world, the international. Do you have partner universities at BBS?
Yeah, we do have more than 65 international partners where students can go study one semester or even a double degree. I think we all understood that international is a very big part of the DNA of the school. So whether at the bachelor level or the master level, so international experience is part of the program within the bachelor degree, and it's also an opportunity for students within the master's degree. So students can go abroad at the bachelor level, like you're going to do in third year, for a double degree, and then they can go back internationally at the master level for a semester or even a whole year on a double degree.
We have a question coming from the chat, maybe for you, Michael, because it's about the admission process. Alfred is asking us if it's harder to go and to study and to be to study in a business school now with the COVID crisis. Do you have more application, or is it harder to study? What do you think about that?
Thank you, Alfred, for your questions. I don't mean to say it's harder. It's a little different. Right now, we do, like Marian was saying, we did have during the crisis, 100% of the classes were online. We were able to reopen campus for 20% of the students, and we are planning to have some examination on campus. So it's not more complicated, it is a little different. So we're hoping to be able to reopen by September 2021.
Thanks a lot. Let's conclude this live with a few words about the career and what we can do after BBS. Let's start with the bachelor. Is it possible to work directly after the bachelor, Marianne?
Yes, it's possible. What we noticed, though, is that a majority of students will continue after the bachelor at a master level, either with us or in another university or business school or even internationally, because as the program is recognized in France by the French Ministry of Higher Education, it's recognized with the European system, so it can be used internationally. So yeah, obviously you can work, but what we notice is that students tend to continue on a master level. As regards the master program, obviously, thanks to the apprenticeship system, we do have students who are, even without being graduates, without getting their degree, before even getting their degree, they're already working in the company and they have their job offers straight from the end of their studies, with an average salary of 37,000 euros per year, which is quite reasonable for France for a first job. So, and that's really thanks to our company network that gives job offers, apprenticeship offers to our student network.
So that's for the bachelor?
That would be for the master.
For the master, for the master. And what kind of job can we do after the master, for instance?
Well, after the master's program, we are looking at jobs at a manager level. So web marketing, for example, or in the financial area, working in an audit offices, consultants could be as well, or supply chain managers. So we're really looking at a manager level, but we do also have students who create their own company, since we have within the school an incubator. So students can create their startups with us and continue their projects with us.
Eka, do you already know what you want to do now? You already said that it was complicated for you, but in 10 years, what would you like to do?
Not really. Well, as I said, I really wanted to work in the logistic thing, export import. It's it's really interesting.
And maybe be the CEO of a big major.
Why not? Of course, yeah. As a manager, a CEO of or something, yeah.
What about you, Kavya? In 10 years, what do you want to do?
I already have a plan to work. Currently, I'm working as manager within the company. But in 10 years, I would like to open my own hotel. So that's the plan for the future.
Exciting experience. To conclude, I will ask all of you to say a few words to the people watching us today and maybe wanting to know more about Brest or wanting to know more about the school. What would you like to advise them? Let's start with you, Michael.
I would like to say that Brest Business School is a very welcoming school. I've been working here for years and I've never seen so many excited students. I like to say that we do work in international environment and in a multicultural country. So come to BBS.
We didn't really hear what you were talking. Can you try to do it again, but a little bit louder? I think it will work better because we have a little problem with the connection. Let's try again.
Okay, can you hear me now? Better?
Yes, that's better.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that students who wish to study in a human science school, they will be welcome at BBS. We do live in a multicultural school with the Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's complicated. Thanks a lot. I think we have some difficulties with Brest, but thanks a lot, Michael and Kavya, for having been with us today. Let's conclude with you, Eka and Marianne. Eka, what would be your last word and last advice for the students watching us today?
For me, because we are studying in France, I think it's important to learn a little bit French language to simplify your life. For example, if you want to buy something or you are going to doctor, it would be really easier. And also, I think that's all. Just learn French and just to be open to the people around you and make friends.
And what is your French level now?
My French level.
I heard you speaking French. That was kind of good. Yeah, that's why I'm asking. For real.
Before, when I came here, I got only B1, but then I think because I'm progressing, I got like around C1, something like that.
That's really cool. So you spoke a little bit French, or B1 is a good level of French before coming, and then you improve your French here in France.
Yeah, I improved myself actually because I'm making friends, and because of that, that's why I'm really good in French too.
That helps a lot. What would be your last word, Marianne?
Well, 2 years ago we got the Bienvenue en France label from Campus France, and we have the highest level, which is 3 stars. So I think this is the perfect proof to say that international students are more than welcomed at BBS, and we are waiting for them. See you in Brest.
Really cool. If the student want more information, what is the website?
www.brest-bs.com.
Thanks a lot, and thanks a lot for watching Campus France Live. See you soon on Campus France.